Hey guys, what's up? It's Dem here from Dem Talks. Today, I just really want to talk about two big things that I think that everyone should think about before they even look to invest, and that is one, budgeting and managing your finances. Two, creating the rainy day fund so that it does put you in a position so that you can start investing. So if we talk about number one, budgeting, that is basically ensuring that every month as you get paid, we're making sure that we're putting money to the side so that we can start looking to either save for that rainy day fund or actually starting to invest that into either stocks and shares or any kind of capital that you see. And it's kind of making sure that we get in that mindset of kind of being more thrifty and learning to save and backing up this concept of paying yourself first. So the idea of paying yourself first is that you, as soon as you get your income or your pay on a monthly basis, you put away a certain amount of money in another bank account. Don't even touch it, just move it away. And that then therefore means that it ensures that you save that money and then you don't spend it on anything that maybe more of the luxuries of life that you could maybe skip out on for the future. Second one is about kind of the rainy day fund, and I'll talk about that in the video as I go through it. So I kind of created a template that I'm hoping one that I use on a monthly basis and find quite useful. So maybe it's something that you might find useful. If you do, drop me a comment and I'm more than happy to share it with you. But guys, if you do like this video, please like and subscribe. Much appreciated. And okay, let's take a look at it. If we start by putting our monthly net income, which this is currently based on a person in the UK earning about 30,000 take-home pay a year. So therefore that equates to about them earning on a monthly basis about £2,500. You can obviously change it to whatever monthly income you make. The next part of the template just looks at kind of all your expenses for that month. So I've kind of tried to prioritize them in order of importance. So starting from rent and your fixed bills down to kind of your last kind of most important area, which I think especially to gain financial freedom, maybe you have to make these short-term sacrifices in the to begin with. So that's why I've left it currently blank. So if we take a example of Joe Blogs, he makes about £2,500 a month, his net take home pay, and he pays rent of £600. He's also got some loans, so maybe he's taken out a loan, or he's got something fixed that he has to pay for another £500. He's also got some credit card bills, which comes to about £500. Or either he might buy his food on his credit card, or he might just have some recurring bills. Now, what I would say to all of you guys is that credit card bills are probably like one of the highest interest bearing payments that you can have, and you are far more better to focus on paying these credit cards rather than looking at investing in other options such as stocks and shares, because potentially you might see a 7% return from stocks and shares if you've kind of followed the FTSE, but loans and credit card bills, you can be paying interests up to 20%, etc. So you're actually saving money by focusing on any savings on paying these bills off first, which then will give you the ability to actually start investing and gain better returns in the future. So if we carry on going down, your food bills are just your normal food bills. Your subscriptions are kind of like anything from like your Netflixes, etc. that you subscribe to every month. And therefore, we have this last one of kind of investments and savings. And what I tend to do is I just, after the fixed payments that you have to make and that you're going to have to make on a monthly basis, I kind of change this and to just evaluate how much I've got left. So if we refresh it, this basically says that we've got now, if I just check it, So now we've got £438 left, which to spend for the month, and how we spend that is kind of what we need to be ensure that we've got a tight control of. So maybe in this example, I'd try and put about £300 to one side for investments on top of that, or use it to further pay my credit card bills. And then the next part would be kind of £130 left for socializing. Guys, just make sure that this is obviously done in minus figures so that your balance to spend at the end kind of comes back to zero. So this is your main kind of the orange box is your inputs, and then I then give you a view of how much that means equates to from a 3 month, 6 month and 1 year view. So as you can see, that's your net income on a yearly basis of 30,000. If we then move on to kind of the whole purpose, and before you even start investing in that, you should always aim to have a rainy day fund. A rainy day fund acts as kind of a backup for you that the stock market is unpredictable. You have to be willing to wait it out for a number of years, and therefore you have to realize that if you are going to invest, then these funds you may not be able to access for quite some time, and therefore you need to ensure that you have backup funds available should something unpredictable come up in the future. So if we click on the rainy day fund, we normally aim for about 6 months of cash flow just to kind of cover your main bills. And what I've done here is I've just kind of listed out all of the bills that you said you had on a monthly basis and put them in. So if we just copy and paste these into here, and we just can click F9, the formulas are done so that it literally looks up to the name and it'll automatically populate this for you. So I suppose we can take our investment and savings into your rainy day fund, because you don't need to ensure that you've got that. And this basically shows you that for 3 months you need about 6,000. For 6 months you need about £12,000 in your bank, just to ensure that you're kind of covered for 6 months if something really does go wrong. So what the next part of this is just to list out how much have you actually got into your bank account. So this person actually has £2,000 already in, and therefore that means that to get to the rainy day fund there's about a £10,000 deficit or shortfall. And therefore if they are making, say if you are saying that you're going to save, and in here what did we say? We said we was going to save about £300 on a monthly basis. So if we put £300 in there, that just basically shows us how many months we need to save before we can even think about investing. I know this sounds daunting, but guys, I think the best way for you to gain any control of your finances is to actually have a regiment of understanding your outgoings, and therefore it'll ensure that maybe you might become a bit more thrifty and understand areas where you can actually make savings. So such as food, you might realize that you're spending excess, and credit cards, you know, it might be something that you actually can start to cut down. And with COVID, people have made a lot of savings by not going on holiday, etc. So it's something that, you know, as you start to work on this, the idea is that the number of months that you need to save, etc., comes down a lot. But yeah, if you would like to actually gain access to this worksheet, just drop me a comment, like and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, just drop me a comment. But yeah, thanks for your time. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you're actually investing, I use a platform called Trading 212, which I'm pretty sure most of you already know. I've left a link down below. If you sign up, then you'll get a free share worth up to £100, and I'll also get a free share. But the thing that I'm going to do is whatever the share is worth, half of that money will go straight to charity. I'm going to donate it. So yeah, if you sign up, appreciate it, and smash the like and subscribe button. Take care, guys. Hey guys, what's up? It's Dan from @DemTalks. Hope you're doing well. Aim of this video is that I've